Hi and hello everybody, it's Fern. Welcome back to another Planty video. I'm channeling all of the cozy plant care vibes today because it has been absolutely dumping rain for days now. And it's getting to the point where it's kind of wearing on me a little bit. I haven't really been in the planty spirit. I love the rain and the relaxing vibes that it brings, don't get me wrong, but there comes a point where I'm just really craving a nice sunny day that I can just dedicate to taking care of my plants. But that's not where we are today. So I lit a candle and we're just gonna relax. We're actually gonna get some things done that I've been putting off. So that will feel really good. Excuse if you can hear the dryer in the background. I was wearing my overalls today, my favorite denim overalls, and then I spilled something on them, so I had to do an emergency load of laundry. Okay, first order of business, I actually want to show you a wishlist plant that I got at the end of last year. I had a different vlog going where I unboxed this and showed it. I kept forgetting about it and too much time has lapsed that I just don't think I'm gonna end up using that footage, so I'm just gonna go ahead and share with you what the plant that I got is. I think that some of y'all might have guessed this because I did mention that I had grabbed a wishlist plant. I've actually been wanting this for so long. It's very exciting. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. So I did end up getting a begonia pink urchin. Oh my gosh, look how stunning. I'm obsessed with this leaf. This is a new leaf that it put out in my care. Or maybe it was just starting to emerge when I received it. But yeah, how beautiful is that? I'm obsessed with this plant. Like I said, it's been on my wish list for years. I've been looking for it. They were more available in the US, or they are more available in the US, but now there's some popping up in Canada, which is really exciting. I love a spiky plant and I love a pink plant. So this is like the ultimate combination here. This is a terrarium begonia, so I don't have a great setup for it yet. But I just had to grab this when I saw it. I got this from the Plant Studio, I think it's called. I can link the shop down below. But yeah, really cute. It arrived well and I'm super, super happy with it. So I just had to introduce y'all because I've had this for almost a month now, maybe. And yeah, she's just hanging out in here. As for the plant chores that I want to tackle in this video, I want to unpot my monstera, my alocasia watsoniana, to see what's going on in there. I suspect that it's rotted, but it is putting out some type of growth. It's probably a flower, and it's just been hanging on to the one leaf that it has. So I'm like, maybe it's not rotted? Question mark? I don't know. Or maybe I'll get lucky and find a corm or two in there. Not sure how that's gonna pan out, but we are going to do some digging with that one and kind of figure out what the situation is. And then, oh my gosh, the second chore that I have on my list, I have been putting off for so long now, like months and months. And I kept thinking that I was gonna dedicate a whole video to it because I always dedicate a whole video to this plant. It is the monsterai constellation and we are going to be chopping her today because this is just, I've waited too long. It's gotten too out of hand. This plant has had mealybugs for months now. Like, I will treat all the other plants, but that one, it's too big for me to move. It's just too much of a hassle. It did not put out a single new leaf in 2025, so maybe there's flat mites too, something going on, or maybe it's just there's two separate plants potted in there. So originally I was like, I'm gonna separate them out, but then I thought about it and I was like, oh, it's probably gonna be really hard to like untangle the root system and everything. So the more that the problems just kept compounding on each other, which is so stupid. I know that I should have just dealt with it. Like, the first problem that popped up when it was not growing, I should have just air layered or tried to separate them or done something, but I didn't because I am a procrastinator to my core, unfortunately. So now we have the mealybug situation on top of everything. It just looks horrible. Like, the leaves are yellowing and browning, and it's honestly really depressing for me to look at. So we really need to take a couple of cuttings today. So yeah, that's definitely, I mean, it's not really that big of a task because I'm literally just going to be cutting and probably treating the the cuttings, and then I'm probably gonna prop in jumbo perlite. I thought about air layering, but just with the mealybugs and everything, like I wouldn't be able, I don't know. It just, this is the route that I'm taking. It's probably not the best route, but it's just what's gonna work for me right now with all of the different factors at play. So yeah, that will be great to finally get done. And then that plant can start rooting, and then, you know, obviously I'm gonna keep it and I will grow out the cuttings. But yeah, we're kind of starting that one over, I guess, which is crazy because that plant has been such a journey for me here, and for all of us on this channel. And then the next thing that I have on my list is to kind of troubleshoot something that's going on with my alocasia dragon scale. I will tell y'all, we'll talk about that once I get to it. But yeah, I guess this is basically just me troubleshooting plants that are having issues. And I've been putting off these tasks because they are having issues, which doesn't really make any sense. Like, these should be the things that are at the top of my to-do list, but since they stress me, my brain just keeps putting them off. So yeah, fun. So I guess we will start with the alocasia watsoniana because that feels approachable. I'm gonna go grab a potting mat, and we'll get cracking. Oh my gosh, you guys, I just grabbed this and obviously took a closer look, and it's actually a leaf that it's putting out, which I'm shocked by. I thought for sure that was gonna be a flower. I thought it was gonna be like a death bloom, but we have a new leaf, which is very surprising to me, but okay, I will take it. I'm still gonna take a look and see, you know, if the roots are okay, like what the heck is going on in here. Yeah, this one did also have mealybugs that I treated. It looks like it could use another spray though, so yeah, I mean, it doesn't look it doesn't look great. This plant tends to stay in the one leaf club for me, unfortunately. And it does cause me, whoops, a little bit of a headache, but I just keep trying with it because I love this alocasia so much. It is great though that it seems to be living, because I was prepared to purchase a replacement, but now maybe I won't have to. So let's just gently, I know that I probably shouldn't be messing with it when it's growing, but I need to know, you guys. I need to know what the heck is going on in here. Oh yeah, we either have, oh wait, there is more roots actually. I mean, oh my gosh. It actually has a root system, but it looks like it was rotted. Like some of it rotted because there's like roots broken off and like dense potting mix in here. What the heck? Okay, I'm gonna give it some fresh potting mix because yeah, the bottom is like, or the bottom half of the pot is really dense and there's a lot of dead roots in here that I can't even like grab to show you because they're just breaking off as soon as I grab them. So I think that this did have some rot, but then it also had some healthy roots, I guess. So that's great. There is a corm right here, but it's still attached. So, I mean, I could remove it if I wanted to. Maybe I will. I've never grown a corm from this plant before. Is there two of them? Well, I'll break one of them off maybe. Let's just gently remove what's on here. I am so happy that I think this is going to be salvageable. Thank goodness. I honestly thought all the roots were going to be rotted. Okay, well, it's not a huge root system, but it's definitely better than I was expecting. Now I'm just gonna break off this. Oh, okay, that was easy. That corm came right off. Should I take this one too? I'll leave that one. I'll just take one of them. Okay. This is a big pot for it now. I would kind of like to put this in a semi-hydro setup. But I don't know if now is the time to do that transition. Probably not. I should probably keep it in soil for a little bit. So I'm gonna wash this. Well, am I gonna use this? If I do a chunky mix, then this pot will probably be fine. I think for a while this didn't have a cover pot or something because there's just so much algae, and that was part of the problem. I couldn't see like what was going on because it was like opaque from all of the algae. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna go wash this. I'm gonna grab my mollies and we'll get this one set up again. If the corm ends up rooting for us, then I will probably try that one in semi-hydro to see how it goes. But yeah, for now I am gonna just be using my mollies. It looks like what it was in was some sort of, no, I think this was my DIY, but there's just like a couple pieces of leca in here as well. It looks like it was Pro-Mix HP, some orchid bark, maybe a little extra perlite, and then some random leca. Which whenever I see leca in my plants, I'm like, oh, it was mollies. But there's just no way that this was mollies. So, yeah. Mollies is just so much, I was gonna say denser, but no, lighter, airier, chunkier. So, okay. I'm gonna have to stand up for this. Let's see how that is. Pretty good. Okay, so that should be pretty good. And now more of the stem is covered as well, so perhaps it will be able to put out some more roots higher up. That was easy. I am going to water this through and then we'll spray it down with my safers for the mealy situation that looks like it could still be brewing. I actually think that I will go ahead and mix up some fertilizer water so that I can give this a feed as well. I have my fertilizer out. I just need to mix it up, so we can do that as well. I always like to give this a rinse in between refilling it. So just like slosh it around in there for a few seconds and then dump it out. I have my plant cart here because I was doing some plant care this morning. Okay, so the first thing that I go in with is my CalMag, and the pump is honestly kind of shite on this one, so I usually just use a teaspoon. One teaspoon of that. And then next is Flora Micro, so I'm gonna do 4 pumps, which is 1 teaspoon. Actually, wait, I need to give it a stir. We need to give it a stir. Okay, now our Flora Micro. That pump kind of seems like it's failing as well. Pumps and spray bottles, they always fail me. Like, no matter how much you spend on them, I swear they always just stop working eventually. Okay, next is Flora Grow. I don't know why this one gets so crusty, but it's kind of gnar. That's fine though. We're gonna do 4 pumps. Actually, I'm gonna do 5. Oh my gosh, why are all these sucking right now? 2, 3, 4, 5. Then Flora Bloom. Since it's winter right now, I've only been doing 2 pumps of this one because I'm not really trying to get my plants to flower right now, so I'm just gonna do 2. And then lastly, I put this diamond nectar, I think it's called, and that one calls for 8 pumps. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the little sprayer thing. Sorry, it's kind of noisy. And we're going to water this guy through. Is this recording? Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh. And then I already have some of my savers mixed up in here, so I'm just gonna spray him in the sink here. Normally I spray the plants in the shower, but if it's just like a small plant like this, then I'll just do it here really quick. So that is it for this one. That is very easy peasy. Hopefully this leaf continues to come out nicely. I will update y'all when we do the monthly walkthrough. Hopefully the leaf will be out more. But yeah, I'm honestly pretty happy with this, with the outcome of that. Okay, side note, but I just want to talk about my upload schedule quick. First of all, do y'all care about an upload schedule? Do you like knowing set days that videos are going to be coming out so that you can kind of look forward to that? And I don't know, I kind of like that for the channels that I mean, I guess I don't really care that much, but when I know that my favorite channels upload on a certain day, I do get excited for a video and it like becomes kind of like part of my routine. So do you like that? Do you care? And if you do care, do you care what day it is? Because I mean, I don't know, I used to stick to an upload schedule, but last year I didn't really so much. I feel like I normally upload on like Monday or Tuesday and then maybe another one later in the week. So I'm thinking of either doing Wednesday and Saturday or Monday and Thursday. So tell me if y'all have a preference. I don't know why I like Monday uploads so much. I feel like it's just like a nice boost to start the week, but then I also love when people upload on Saturdays, so I don't know. I also upload on Patreon every second week, and that's on Saturdays. So the Wednesday Saturday thing might work well because I would just skip the YouTube upload for the weeks that I upload on Patreon, because I just don't think, like, I think whatever my schedule is going to be, if I settle on one, it's going to be 2 videos one week, 1 video the next, because that week I will be uploading on Patreon as well, so I'm still like technically making 2 videos. But I just think that 3 videos plus my vlog channel, like, it's just too much for me. So I think I will be alternating like a 2 video, then a 1 video. And then if you want access to the second video, then that will be on my Patreon. But let me know if you have a preference between Monday and Thursday or Wednesday and Saturday. Or if you just don't care and you'll just watch whenever I post, in which case, of course, I appreciate that so much. I think that it's better for my brain to like have a schedule, but it has to be a reasonable schedule, which is why I'm thinking I'm gonna do the 2 video, 1 video thing. And maybe some weeks I will be able to post like an extra video, but yeah, if I can just commit to a schedule that I think is going to work for me, then I think that that will be helpful. So yeah, let me know. Now I think I'm just stalling because I am scared to go and chop this monsterai constellation, but it needs to be done. Okay, first of all, I have to just move everything out of the way here, because it is difficult to access. Fanny Moser, who is getting huge. Oh my gosh, she feels so light as well. Oh dear, she's on bone dry. I'm gonna go top her up quick. I'm gonna top up the Sinbad too while I'm thinking of it, because Lord knows she's always thirsty. How am I gonna get in here? Ooh. I think that I'm just gonna take my cuttings and get those situated and then take this apart. But you can see it looks bad. All of the leaves are starting to look really bad. There's literally mealybugs all over it. Maybe this is helping with, I'm sure it's not, but maybe this is helping with the mealybug infestation with the rest of the plants, because I haven't really been seeing many around. They know that this is where the getting's good, so they're just all over here, I feel. I'll show you what the leaves look like close up. You can just see like there's mealies everywhere. And the underside of the leaves is probably even worse. But yeah, it's gross, all of them. I don't even know if these big shears are going to fit around this vine, but I'm gonna try. It did, it cut it. What's going on? Oh shoot, the aerial root. I don't want that. Oh my gosh. This is actually insane. I'm gonna be removing, well, I'm only gonna be keeping this one leaf to propagate this piece at least. But yeah, this is just disgusting. Try to show you some close-ups of, do you see the mealybugs up here? Oh, it's so bad. Okay. Just gonna try to break this off, I guess. Oh my gosh, the sun is coming out. It's raining outside though. Sun shower. Okay, now this one. Yikes. This is so chunky. Okay, this is the leaf that I want to keep. This is what I think is the best leaf on the plant right now. So I need to wash it up. It's gonna be so weird not having this plant in that corner for a while. I don't even know where the heck I'm gonna put this while it's rooting. Like, she's huge even though she's one leaf. Okay, I'm gonna take this to the tub and spray it down. Okay, I just took my second cutting. This is the leaf that I'm gonna be keeping right here. So, oh my gosh, I thought I just saw a spider, but I didn't. So I'm just gonna, okay. All right, I guess that's that. Oh my gosh, it's getting so bright in here now. I was wishing for the sun, so here she is. Anywho, I'm gonna go put this in the tub as well, and then I can just spray down both of them at the same time, and I'll bring you with me. Let's go. In the vlog that I started and never finished that I was talking about at the beginning of this video, I did update and show y'all the bathroom now that it's painted, because I haven't shown it on this channel yet. If you follow my vlog channel or my Instagram, then you've probably seen it, but I painted the main bath and it looks so good, so much better. This is like the plant bathroom. It is our main bath, so if there's guests here, this is the bathroom that they use. But yeah, I'm usually just in here doing like plant chores and stuff. I painted this room first as like a practice kind of room because I haven't really painted walls before, but I'm actually so happy with the result. And yeah, it's so nice to not have holes in the walls anymore. There was like drywall anchors. I mean, y'all have seen it in here before. And yeah, it's just so much better now. And I found this really cute vintage mirror off of Facebook Marketplace. So the vibes are just so much better. And yeah, just thought that I would give you a little update on that if you haven't seen it yet. So much cuter in here now. Okay, let's pop these bad boys in the tub. Ooh, this could be a cute thumbnail. The thing that's not ideal about this bathroom is that it's really dark because there's only lights above the vanity. So it's not great for filming plant chores, but whatever. We're just in here in the dark doing our spray downs. Oh yeah, so this is my Safer's End All miticide / insecticide. I typically reach for this for when I suspect flat mites, but it does target or like affect mealybugs as well. So if this does have flat mites on it, then this will also treat that. But yeah, it's kind of, I mean, end all. It's going to end all, I suppose. May this be a new beginning for this plant. I'm excited to finally be doing this so that this plant can start growing again because, man, I miss getting Thai constellation new leaves. I have not experienced one in so long now, which is depressing. I actually cannot believe that I manifested the sun like this, you guys. Like, it's so bright in here now. That's crazy. It's been so dark and gloomy all day, all weekend. What the heck? That's so nice. Okay, I think I'm gonna use these jars. I hope that they'll be big enough, but I want something that's gonna be heavier than just a plastic cup because obviously they're large leaves, they're gonna be heavy. I don't want them to be just tipping over. And I have some washed jumbo perlite here that I'm just gonna be reusing. So let's fill these up. I put this cute little lamp in the kitchen to add some cozy vibes for the evenings and whatnot. I spent all yesterday afternoon going through all of our cupboards and just sorting through all of the food, like getting rid of anything that's expired, cleaning the cupboards, and then reorganizing everything. And it feels so nice to have that done. The next thing on my list is to clean the outside of the cupboards because that hasn't been done in a while and they're kind of gross and grimy. But just having the insides done is making the kitchen feel so much better already. So 10 out of 10 recommend setting aside some time to do that because it feels amazing. Okay, I'm gonna let the cuttings dry off in the bathtub for a while before I pop them into our perlite cups over there. But in the meantime, I'm going to take apart this monstera, clean up this area. Like, it's disgusting. It really needs a good vacuum. I also need to, I don't know, figure out what's going on with this vanilla orchid. So I am going to move this out of here and give it a clean, and then I will update y'all once I'm finished with that. Okay, I have to show y'all the freaking aerial roots. Are you joking me? They're so long too. Like, I've folded them all. I didn't even realize I trimmed these all back probably like 8 or 9 months ago, and they've just completely grown out again and are like creeping across the living room, like behind the Millsbo cabinet. Insane. They are also covered in mealybugs, so I'm taking these out to the freaking trash right now. Okay, so the corner is all cleaned out. I had to scrub it for like 20 minutes because there's all the residue from the aerial roots everywhere. I was actually using this, which is like the handiest little tool. Ever since I got this, I've been finding so many uses for it around the home. Oh, this is like, okay, so it's like a scraper blade thing. This is the actual like metal blade side, which I don't use very often. I don't even know if I've used it yet at all. But this side has just a plastic scraper, and it is so handy. It's just so handy to remove residue from things. So I use this to just like scrape away whatever bits of aerial root were left. We also used this to clean our, we accidentally like melted a piece of plastic onto our stovetop, which was really annoying, but this like scraped it right off, so could not live without that thing now. But it's all clean. This Fanny Moser I think is gonna have to move because it's just, I fear that it's not gonna work in this space now. As you can see, I've moved my marble queen here. I don't know, this is gonna be really weird for me to get used to not having the Thai constellation here because it's been there literally since we moved in here. But I'm kind of excited. Let me show you from a different view. Okay, here we go. This is what it's looking like with the pothos here. Obviously it looks a lot different. This plant is growing vertically, so it's a lot narrower of a plant to fit in there, and I still need to fix this vanilla orchid. But yeah, this is what it's looking like, and I thought that I could put the begonia in front, but it just doesn't look right with it in front, so I might have to find a different spot for this Fanny Moser. I don't even know if that marble queen is going to be staying there. I might end up moving that out, and just, I need to figure out what I want that little space to look like and what's going to work best. But I've just been thinking that I don't know if a big Thai constellation is really in my cards for this house, which sucks, but that just got so out of hand for me, and there's just not the space in here for it, unfortunately, which is really sad. And I have dreams of having a house where I can grow out larger plants like that, but I don't know, I kind of want to just keep it a more compact, like be pruning it back and stuff like that as it grows out, because being realistic with myself, I just don't think that it works for my space, and it just becomes something that stresses me out. So yeah, a big Thai might not be in my future right now. I think wide plants I can't really do, but I can do climbers in this space, so I'm very grateful for that, because I have high ceilings in part of this house, so that's something that I can do. I can grow tall, but I can't grow wide. So I think that I might just lean into utilizing vertical space rather than trying to grow a plant that's going to get really wide and just cause me a headache. I feel like that is just the reality that I have to come to terms with, because that Thai, I mean, and that wasn't even like that big. Like my dream Thai would be even bigger than that, but I just don't think that it's gonna work in this house, unfortunately. So for the foreseeable future, at least, I don't think I'm gonna have a big Thai again, which kind of sucks, but maybe one day I will have the space. I don't know. Okay, so I just grabbed my cuttings from the tub, and I'm gonna see if they're gonna fit in here. I mean, they will fit for a while at least, but I might have to move these out of here once they actually start rooting, like sooner rather than later type of vibe. Okay, this is a real chonker right here, but gonna need to dump some out again. But it will be fine. We can add a little bit. Oops. There, I'll go with that. Now we're gonna go ahead and do 1 drop of Super Thrive in each of these. Maybe 2 drops. 1, 2, 1, 2. Gonna use my water glass to water these in. I'm only gonna do up to there. And I'm gonna do a little bit more in that one. Here they are. Maybe I'm just gonna put them in the same freaking spot. I don't know, like, what's a girl to do with propagations this massive? Oh, good grief. Okay, I will be inserting a clip of what that little space looks like once I've, I don't know, finalized what plants I'm gonna have there. It is nice that I already have that Soltech light there, so there is already supplemental light in that area, because it's, I mean, it's, even in the summer, that's not a bright spot, so it kind of needs the extra boost of light all year round. But I have the vanilla orchid that was climbing up the side there in the tub right now because I just sprayed it down for mealies as well. So once that is, once it's like dried off, then I'll move it back into that spot and da-da-da-da. I'll insert a clip right now of what this ends up looking like later tonight. Okay, you guys, look at this. The vibes are correct. This looks so much better having my vertical plants here. This is a lot of variegation happening. This is like a little variegation corner here. We have the Marble Queen, the Monstera albo, Thai constellation propagations, and then we have my variegated vanilla orchid. I just went ahead and added a couple more command hooks so that I could have this nice, because it was just kind of like, it was falling off and I needed to clean it up and everything. So now it's all situated again, and I just think that this looks so good. Like, a million times better than what the Thai constellation was looking like there. So yeah, I'm super, super happy with this. And we'll see how it goes. I mean, these plants are gonna continue to grow, and I will have to probably keep adjusting this area. So I'm just gonna see how these ones do. Hopefully they will do well. This is a new leaf on the albo, by the way. It's still hardening off, but look how pretty that is. Don't mind this rescue cast iron situation is kind of getting in the way, but yeah, I'm so happy with this. And I have this is the Soltech Vita grow light shining on them, and then for the lower ones right here, I have my Plant Spectrum 32. So yeah, really, really happy with how this worked out. Okay, moving on with our plant chores. The next thing that I need to, this is more something that I wanted to chat about with you guys and hopefully get some advice, but also try to, you know, do something to troubleshoot this situation. So I have a yellowing problem with this plant. At first I didn't think it was a problem because I was seeing it on leaves that I could just justify as being like older. I've already pulled off a couple of them, but I was just getting these yellow, usually near like the tip, but these yellow spots on my alocasia dragon scale leaves. And it started out with just a couple of leaves, and like I said, they were the older ones, so I didn't really think much of it. I just removed them once they started looking really bad. But then I noticed on this nice, beautiful, it's not like the leaf isn't brand new, but it's newer, and it's so big and beautiful. I was obsessed with this leaf, and then I noticed this yellowing starting, and I was like, what the heck? And that's when I started to really think, like, I don't think that this is just an old leaf, like leaves getting old and yellowing off situation. I think that this is something that I need to troubleshoot, and it's really a bummer because this alocasia has finally been growing back out, and this one is kind of sentimental to me. I did consider getting rid of it because I do have my variegated dragon scale, but I don't know, I've had this plant for so long. I think I got it in 2020, and it was like a major wishlist plant for me back then. I actually paid an insane amount of money for this. I paid like $180 for it, which is hilarious because now you can get these for like $8 at the freaking Home Depot. But this plant really meant a lot to me, and I grew it out really nicely. It's just been like such a great plant for me, and it holds a lot of memories. So I don't think I'm ready to part with it, and I think it's a good opportunity for us to kind of figure out what's going on here. So what I am suspecting is fertilizer burn, because I don't really have any other, like the roots look fine. Let's see if I can show you. See, look at those healthy roots in there. Like, it's not a root issue. They look great. This looks kind of murky and gross in here though. Can you see that? It looks gnar, So maybe there's like a buildup happening in here. I have not flushed this at all since it's been in this pot. It is in pon, and I know that people say like, oh, you don't really have to flush pon. That's more so an issue with leca. So I just haven't flushed it, but I can flush it. Obviously, this is a pot with a reservoir, which is lucky for me. So I'm thinking maybe there's been a buildup of something and it's causing fertilizer burn. That's like my working theory right now. So I'm gonna give this a good rinse, and I'm also going to like clean out this reservoir part and everything. So yeah, so I guess I'm just sharing my thoughts and my theory with you, and I would love to hear what you think if you have dealt with something that looks similar to this. I don't think it's fungal. I mean, I guess it could be, but I don't know. I've never like, could this be fungal? I really do not have a lot of experience with fungal issues, so I don't know. If you do think it's that, then feel free to let me know, and I will have to, you know, figure that out. But I am gonna suspect fertilizer burn for now. So let's go give this a rinse, and we'll see if this issue continues for me or not. Oh yeah, and something else that I was wondering about with this plant is if it was from like too low of temperature, because when I first started noticing this, it was living on the windowsill. So I was like, okay, maybe it's too cold. Like, it's on the windowsill, it's wintertime, it's in pon, so there's like water, like cold water sitting in there, but it's been living on the calyx for a while now, and I'm still having the issue, and it's not that cold in here. Like, we usually keep the house 22 degrees. So I don't really think it's from cold anymore, since it's still happening and it's not at the windowsill. So yeah, that was another theory that I had that I've kind of crossed off. Okay, the reservoir is all clean. It was pretty gnar, very murky. So yeah, I'm definitely not in a great habit of like rinsing out reservoirs and flushing my plants, and maybe I should prioritize that more. I mean, I probably should. Definitely should, but yeah, we'll see if this ends up helping this plant. I am gonna add just some plain water in here for now, just to, I don't know, just because I'm scared of over fertilizing again. Okay, so we're gonna do plain water for now, and then once it runs dry, I will go back in with the fertilizer. I guess what confuses me about that is why I wouldn't have any fertilizer burn on any of my other plants if I'm, you know, using the same, I'm doing the same fertilizer routine with like almost all of my plants. So I don't know. Anyways, I will be very curious to read your comments down below and see if anybody has, oh my gosh, you guys, I knew I was gonna forget about this corm. I knew I was gonna do that. As soon as I set it down there, I was like, you're gonna forget about this, and then I was like, no, I won't. Me arguing with myself in my brain. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna peel this quickly, and then I might just put this in a little Tupperware of water, because that's easy peasy. Okay, I'm gonna go grab a little container for this. I found this cute little jar when I was cleaning out my kitchen cupboards yesterday, so I am going to do the water method with this corm. You just put a little bit of water and hopefully it will root out, and then I'll plant it if/when it does. But yeah, other than that, that's it for this video. I need to go clean up now. I made a big mess. Even though we didn't do that many plant chores, that freaking monsterai Thai constellation was a big one. That's it for this plant chore video. I hope that y'all enjoyed hanging out with me and working on some planty things. I can't wait to update y'all on the alocasias and, you know, follow up with the monstera as it roots out and everything. I will definitely be keeping you in the know. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.